All right. Thank you all for coming on this evening. I know you're tired. I'm going around muting people who aren't muted, and I muted myself as I was talking, so that was a little awkward. And that's why I saw Sue making a weird face at me. Thanks. Sorry. Okay. I've just been dealing with small children, so my brain is having to switch gears. Okay, so tonight I wanted to share with you guys. Well, I did a live video last night in our Live Radically team page about our team goal for the month, and that is adding 50 new ambassadors to our team. And that is completely doable, but it would be a first time as well. So, but it'd only be 11 more people added to our team than last month. We added 39 people last month, which is amazing. You guys are amazing. So before we get into that, and what actually part of that was, I'm going to be sharing some tips and things to do and implement if you aren't already doing them to help bring growth this month and help attract and bring people to you, so, and things like that. And I have a couple other of our leaders who are going to be sharing what they do. And we're probably going to have some overlap, but I like to hear from other people because we are all different individuals. We're all individuals, and we all have our own way and little bit of style, and we all have different personalities. So we don't necessarily all connect with people the same exact way. And it's good to hear from other leaders. So before we do that, I have several announcements because we have a lot going on this month. The first one is, if you have not been following along, there is something called Diamonds in December, and that is being posted in our Jewel page, Team Wellness. Our Jewel leaders are posting about Diamonds in December. It's also being posted, I believe, in the Plexus Biz team page. But today is day 18, and so each day they are posting just kind of a short video from one of the diamonds in Plexus, just sharing things that have helped them grow in this business. So those are really, really good. I encourage you to get into those. They're just once a day, and you can watch them at your own leisure. Okay, tomorrow night, every Tuesday night, we have a live event in Gut Health and Happiness. If you're not in that group yet, please reach out to your upline. One of us can add you to that. Gut Health and Happiness is a group that is for every single person. So not just ambassadors and not just your customers, but even people who are not using products yet, who are not customers or ambassadors. So you can be adding potentials, people that you've been talking to about Plexus, and you can say, hey, I have this really amazing group. It's full of great information, descriptions, details, facts, testimonials. I would love to add you to it so that you can read through it at your own leisure, and you can kind of learn a little bit more about what the Plexus products do and help with. So every Tuesday evening, they have a live, about a 25-minute or so live event in Gut Health and Happiness, and I believe it's at 8 p.m. Central. Correct me if I'm wrong, someone. But I believe it's at 8 p.m. Central every Tuesday evening. So you can watch it. Your potentials can watch it. Anybody can watch it. It's in there. It's for everyone. So that's tomorrow night. If you have not yet registered for Super Saturday, I highly encourage you to register for Super Saturday. Oh my goodness, because even if you can't actually drive to a location, you can watch it live at home. Okay, and if you don't watch it live at home, you will be missing out terribly. The other thing is, when we register, I heard or I read in my email, and also I got a text today, it said something about when you register, you get put in, hold on, I don't want to give you wrong information, so I need to actually read my text that they sent me. In order to receive the Super Saturday special, make sure you register. So they have some sort of special prize, something. I don't know what it is. But they have an incentive for registering. Okay, it's $19.95 to register, and you get to live stream it from your home, or if you're within driving distance and you want to go, I highly encourage you to go. I will be driving to Iowa, which is about 3 or so hours north of me, and I'll be taking my sister-in-law with me because she's also my ambassador. So that is happening next month on the 6th of January. It's a Saturday. It's only for about a few hours in the middle of the day. So plan for that, you guys, because Super Saturday is pretty super. So, okay. We have a couple of things that we are starting that's new. Janelle and I are starting an accountability group, and we are starting that in January. We are starting it January 8th, which is a Monday evening, and it's going to be the first Monday evening of every month, and it's going to be held after this team connection call. So only the first Monday of every month, though, not every single Monday. So only the first Monday of every month will we have an accountability Zoom just like this for those people who want to have that accountability in their business to move forward, to see how you're growing personally. We're going to have a chart that we're going to follow throughout the month, and we're going to talk about what we did last month and what we're going to focus on goal-wise for next month. And this is talking about people we're reaching out to, personal growth, and just different areas of within our Plexus business. And so that's what Janelle and I are going to be leading starting next month. We are actually not starting the first Monday of January because I believe that's New Year's Day. So we're starting on the 8th. But after that, the first Monday of every month, we will be having at 8 p.m. Central the accountability Zoom, and it's going to be only for about 30 minutes or so. The requirement for that is this. You have to commit to going to it once a month. It's only once a month. It's not once a week. You make the decision if you want to start and join with us in that. You don't have to. But once you make the decision to be a part of our accountability group, if you miss a night, you're out. So this is, again, only once a month, so it's not something that's hard to make. It's not a once-a-week commitment. It's only once a month. So we'll have more information on that in the following weeks. We'll post about it, that sort of thing. Then we have one more thing really quick, and I want to move on to the next part of this Zoom. We have Rank Up chat groups that we are starting. Janelle and I are starting Rank Up chat groups. Janelle has Janelle's team. Reach out to Janelle because she is doing that for her team. The rest of my team, I'm doing Rank Up chat groups. So if you are in Janelle's team or if you're in the other part of my team, reach out to us. If you are wanting to rank up to silver in the next month or two, reach out to me or Janelle if you're in Janelle's team. If you're in Janelle's team, you know you're Janelle's team. If you're not sure, talk to your sponsor. If you have a goal for going to gold in the next 3 to 4 months, reach out to us because we are going to have specific chat groups just for the people who are focused on ranking up, okay? We're going to work with you and help you. Okay, so that's what the announcements were. I wanted to, excuse me a minute, I wanted to talk tonight about, share with you about how to attract and promote Plexus, attract people to you, promote Plexus, and sponsor in Level 1 ambassadors. I mean, that's what most of us want to be doing. If you want to have this business move forward, that's what we should be doing on a monthly basis. And so I have some practical things just to plug into to help you guys move forward if you're not already doing this. If you are already doing these things, awesome, keep doing them. If you're not doing them, this is what this Zoom is for. Susan Suarez and Janelle Johnson are also going to share things that they have done to help them move forward in their business and to gain new ambassadors. They both have a great track record of sponsoring in Level 1 ambassadors, and so I asked them to come on here tonight. Now, I have other leaders on my team, other ambassadors on my team who have a great track record of sponsoring Level 1 ambassadors. I simply reached out to Sue and Janelle, so please do not be offended if I didn't reach out to you. Okay. So the first thing, and I'm going to talk a little bit, and then I'm going to have them talk. Yes. Go ahead, Janelle. Go. Good.
I was just saying, can I go first because my kids will be getting back from basketball, and I'd like to get it over with before the chaos hits. You can go ahead and share what you were going to share. Oh, okay. Okay, so I don't have a great segue to start my little speech here, but I know that we hear a lot about attraction marketing, and I think that's awesome and that's great, but I just want to caution you to make sure that you're still being yourself. Be genuine. One thing that people say to me a lot when they contact me is they say, "You're the most honest person that I know." And I feel like, you know, and I've learned how to be honest with Kat. I mean, I really do care about people's feelings, but I'm very vulnerable and open with people. I will tell you personal experiences if I think it will be beneficial to you in your situation. And so I feel like attraction marketing is good as long as you are being yourself and that you're not trying to become somebody who isn't truly you and doesn't hold your values. Let's see. If you yourself being you is not attractive, then I want to encourage you to make yourself attractive, or maybe work on the things that are negative about your personality or about your interests. Maybe you're a person who likes to vent on Facebook. I want to encourage you to keep your vents to yourself, or, you know, find a counselor or a therapist to be able to share those things with. But as a Plexus ambassador, I think it's so crucial to be consistent as someone who holds to the values of Plexus. We talk about being a health and happiness company. So talk about being healthy. You know, you don't need to hide real life from people, but if every day you're becoming, I'm just so tired, or my body aches so bad, and you're telling stories about being sick or overeating, I mean, that's not something that's consistent with a Plexus lifestyle. And also being grumpy is not consistent with a Plexus lifestyle. So make sure that, you know, I mean, you can be real with people and you can be vulnerable with people, but include the hope. I know that for me, my life is actually kind of hard, especially the season that we're in, raising teenagers and also kids who come from trauma. I mean, we have some challenges and we have interruptions in our, you know, our day that are just really hard sometimes to recover from. And I feel personally a passion to connect with other adoptive moms or other mothers or adults of kids with special needs, and just be honest and open about, yeah, life is hard, but there's hopefulness that we can look forward to. You know, for me, my hope is in Jesus Christ, but I can also be hopeful in good health, and I can also be hopeful in this awesome business that's right before me that I'm going to keep sharing because this is really exciting. That during this season of my life, I get to have my husband home, and he gets to homeschool our kids instead of working 40, 50 hours a week and never seeing our kids during this time. So I think you can be real with people, but just keep a positive spin on it. Don't try to see the world coming to an end, because it's not. Also, one thing, okay, being vulnerable is attractive to people. When you're sharing how you really are and how you really feel, people do appreciate that, and they can connect with that because a lot of people share a lot of the same struggles you might share. Another thing, think of some specific people who you believe need these products and be in conversations with them, and then be posting about things that you think will be beneficial to them. Yeah, and yeah, don't be, people like to see a window into your life. they enjoy seeing your real life. So keep posting about your home and your family, or maybe the exciting things that they do. Another thing is have passion. What are you passionate about besides Plexus? You know, I put a post a few months ago, and when you think of me, I don't remember what it was exactly, but what am I passionate about? And people were saying Plexus. And I was like, well, that's good. I do want to be passionate about Plexus, but I also want to be known for other things. And so be passionate about, for me, it would be Jesus. I want to be passionate about Jesus and my faith, because he is like the biggest hope in my life. I want to be passionate about adoption. I want to be passionate about mental health issues and how we can promote mental health. And I think therapy is a good thing. I don't think it's a derogatory thing. And so I like to mention that when I am posting on Facebook, because I don't want people to feel like they're alone, and I want them to feel like they should be reaching out and getting help. So those are some things that I'm passionate about. Love what you love and love people. Love others, because if you're loving people, they can tell. If you're just wanting them to join you because you want to rank up, they can tell. I mean, there's nothing wrong with wanting to build your business and wanting to rank up or offer incentives, but view these people as people, and Melody does this so well, and many of you do this so well, is by reaching down and helping people meet their goals. I mean, that is huge. I'm kind of getting off topic here. Another thing that I basically mentioned already was to be consistent in your posting. Post every day, and you don't always have to mention Plexus, but be consistent posting about everyday life and healthiness. Something that, I wrote down, I wrote down back when I was talking about attraction marketing. You know, I'm not comfortable taking selfies. I think I look like a big dork. And I actually will take a selfie and I'll text it to my sister, and I'll be like, do I look weird? And she'll be like, don't use that one. And so I take her advice. You know, don't be afraid to get somebody's opinion. No, for real. Like, you might be looking at these features, but your sister might be looking at these features. And so don't be afraid to reach out and get advice. I recently read, and I'm not trying to take so long, but I recently read this graphic that was going on, and I'm not going to read it to you, but it talks about our ego. And make sure that you're not being a person with an ego, and make sure you're not building a wall between you and your audience by acting like you are awesome, you have this life and it's all together. Sounds good. You have it all together, but you know, it's good to be attractive, but make sure you're building bridges as you're posting. Another thing that I wanted to say is that if you are willing to do the work to train yourself, to learn the compensation plan, to dig through the team pages and find how to do better at this. You know, I'm posting every day, why isn't my team growing? I'm reaching out to people, why are they not signing up under me or ordering from me? Please roll up your sleeves, put on your thinking cap, and get in the team pages, get on YouTube. There's so many videos, there's so many ways you can succeed in not just posting, but also in this business. And I really do want the best for you. So thanks for letting me share, Mel.
Oh, that was good. Thank you so much. I took notes. Thank you. Without further ado, I'm going to have Sue jump in because I don't want to waste any more time. Go right ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll be totally honest. When Mel reached out to me and was like, can you talk about this tonight? I was like, I don't know what I'm doing different from anybody else. So I had to kind of dig deep and think maybe what could be helpful to someone else who's still trying to figure this out. Because I don't think there's any secret to it. It's kind of simple, but then again, that's what a lot of leaders say. This business is so simple and we just make it complicated, right? So Janelle, I love what Janelle had to say, and I really agree with a lot of what she was saying. I think that for me, things that when I started noticing a difference in my business, sorry, I'm really tired. I've had a sick kid and not slept for like 2 nights. So excuse me if I'm like rambling and not making sense, but I haven't slept. I noticed a shift in my business and a change in my business when I kind of started approaching things a little bit differently. And I also had to realize, I think if you take a minute and you kind of dig into yourself and you figure out your own strengths and weaknesses, that can really help you out a lot. For example, I found out that one of my weaknesses was connecting. I could communicate, but connecting with people comes a little bit harder to me. Melody is naturally an awesome connector. Is something I've had to kind of learn and develop in myself. However, I have also noticed that I can attract people into Plexus and attract people into me very easily, face-to-face, person-to-person, or in a group or whatever. As long as I'm physically with the person, it's a lot easier for me. I struggle online. So what have I done? I try to hold as many face-to-face meetings in a week as I can possibly squeeze in. Like I literally have one every day this week. I have found that really, really helps me because with my style of communication, people seem to understand me better. I'm very gestural, very body language, and I communicate much better that way. So if you learn a little bit about yourself, maybe that could help you too. Where are your strengths and then just go in on that and really try to find ways to make your strengths even better and really work for you. As far as social media goes, I think that sometimes we're afraid to be different. And I think that different is very attractive. I don't know how many people, particularly back in the elections, the time of the elections, Facebook was bombarded with negativity, so much negativity. And I had so many people saying to me, thank you so much for being a shining light of positivity. I can always look forward to your post. In a barrage of negativity, I can always look to you to post something good to uplift me for the day. So I think that, if you find your thing that you like Janelle was saying, you have to be true to yourself, but find your thing. And if it's a positive and it's a good thing, go for it because you will be noticed to be different. And in that sense, you will stand out as a leader because you're not afraid to be different. And leader is what you want to come across as. Because if you're a leader, people are going to trust you more. You'll have that trustworthiness, which is so huge, which Janelle was kind of touching on that too. You'll come across as knowledgeable. Again, kind of reflecting on what Janelle was saying. Get to know why these products are working, what's going on in your body, how does this all come together? What's the picture? Because the more you're able to sound knowledgeable, the more trustworthy you're going to be as well. And then, of course, the caring and connecting part is huge as well. As far as the caring and connecting part, I think one thing that I do is I do a lot of messages every day, with follow-ups. I've mentioned that before. With follow-ups, my follow-up list is huge. I mean, in most of the IPA sheets, it's usually just a few people to follow up with every day, but my follow-up list is enormous because I really agree. This is a funny way to look at it, but I recently heard a training where they're like, if anybody in any time ever interacts with you on Facebook, you're going to follow up with that person until they die. Like until the day they die, you are to follow up with them. And that's kind of my approach. So I was laughing when they said it that way because I'm like, yeah, that kind of is my attitude. It's like if someone says no, it doesn't mean no. It just means not yet. Not yet. Because you don't know how their life is going to change 5 minutes from now and all of a sudden they're going to need what you have. So never, ever lose touch with anybody. Always just follow up. And then your brand, which again, kind of Janelle was saying, consistency. Consistency with presenting your brand, who you are, what excites you, what are you all about, things that people are going to relate to you. Like your struggles could even be part of that. What are your struggles? Because other people relate to you if they have those same struggles. And you're creating your brand that way. But I think, like I said in the beginning, the first and foremost thing that I figured out that I was doing wrong, if you want to say that wrong, was the connection part. And once I started figuring out how to better connect with people and to really develop a relationship and come across in a way that you're caring and you really want to help them, people see you very differently, and doors just start opening and things just start happening. I know that Monica, actually, I had a moment of frustration, and I was in a chat with Monica and Melody a little while ago, and Monica said to me, she's like, sounds like you need to read the 5 levels of leadership. Now, as anybody knows me, knows I am an avid reader, and since I started this Plexus journey, I devour books like they're nothing. And when I read that book, my mind literally just went and everything changed in my business. Melody can attest to that. All of a sudden, it was like, woo, my vision was blown open. And the biggest thing I took away from that was connect. Connect is the key to everything, whether it be team building, drawing people in, whatever you're looking to do, connection is the key. So if you guys haven't read that book, you got to read it. And it's not a big one. It's kind of a smaller one, but it will literally blow your mind, because I think so many of us think leadership, we have the wrong definition of leadership in our heads. And if you really understand what it's about, you will completely approach your business in a different way. And you will not come across as a salesperson. You will come across as someone who cares, who connects, and wants to help other people. That's all I had to say.
Thank you. That was awesome. Thanks, Sue. I loved it. Yeah, Sue is exactly right. When she put the pieces together and started connecting, there was a major shift in the way she looked at things and the way she approached people, and her business just started blossoming. It was really cool to watch. It's still happening. I mean, it was cool to start seeing it, the changes. Yeah. So thank you, Janelle and Sue. I have a few more practical things that we can be doing to bring people to Plexus. I mean, that's what this is, helping people get started with Plexus as ambassadors, to get the word out, to plug them in and plug ourselves in. So Sue mentioned the IPA sheet. I was going to print it off tonight, but I did not. I forgot. I actually just use my planner and jot notes down in my planner, but there is an IPA sheet, an income producing action sheet on in a file in our team page, Live Radically team page. That is a great place to start, and that really is going to set the foundation for your entire business, whether you simply want to rank up to silver and get a few people going with you, or if you want to go all the way. The IPA sheet is literally one of the keys to doing that, to keeping you on task daily. And so I encourage you to get it from our team page. It's in there in a file, in the file section. Print it off or make a note of it and jot it down. Like, use a notebook, make notes. It's a simple outline. Like I said, it's going to keep you on task for doing daily tasks to move your business forward and help you stay focused. It's been instrumental for me, for majority of us who are in this business. We all use it. So along with the IPA sheet, in the IPA sheet, both Sue and Janelle talked about, I believe both of you talked about posting daily, posting consistently, even if it's not Plexus based. Post, get yourself out there, because people want to hear from you, especially when you post positively and you're vulnerable and you're real, you're genuine. People love that. People don't like, as I have been on both sides of the equation, venting. I have done that. I have been on the other side of that, or I am on the other side of that most of the time, hopefully. So I'm pretty careful what I post on Facebook, but I know I'm not perfect. So yeah, it's always, it's just, posting daily is pretty much a necessity, at least Monday through Friday. And then, like Sue said, messaging and following up a lot of people. So here are the few other things I've jotted down. I've already mentioned the Tuesday evening in the Gut Health and Happiness, the Tuesday evening live event. That is a great place for you to plug people into so that they can hear from other people who have been doing Plexus and love it, who are having great success, product-wise, health-wise. that's a great place because it's going to open their minds to seeing, oh, this helps so-and-so. And that person has that health issue that I struggle with, whereas Melody doesn't actually have the health issue I struggle with, so she can't quite relate. But this person I'm hearing from does. So there's going to be a myriad of people in gut health and happiness that they can find somebody in there that they can relate to. 7-day challenges. Oh my goodness. We are just ending our 7-day challenge today. And next month we're starting up the other one next month, or we're going to be starting it in January. We're starting up our team 7-day challenge next month. Plug your people into that. So if you have, for example, if you have somebody that says, well, I'm not ready to get a bunch of products, but I really want to try this. Well, that's the open door to saying, hey, well, why don't we start on a 7-day trial pack? You're not committing to a full product. You're not joining. You're not becoming a preferred customer. You're simply testing it out for 7 days. I'll plug you into our 7-day challenge group. We highlight our main products each day. We talk about the business opportunity. It's a non-pressure group. You get to view and watch the videos and posts at your leisure for that week. It's great. And we have had a lot of success come from the 7-day challenge because people have their eyes open to, oh, okay, Plexus. Okay. Oh, that's how the products work. Oh, we're hearing testimonies from real people. And I can relate to so-and-so. It's a great place to plug people in. So I'm always talking to people about the 7-day challenge. Even since we ended our 7-day challenge today, I'm always inviting people to our next 7-day challenge to get them going, get them ready for that. So that's a huge one a huge way to build your business. And actually what you can be doing, those of you who have challengers from this 7-day challenge this last week, check in with them if you haven't yet. Check in with them and see if you can help them get started either as an ambassador or preferred customer. See what's the best option for them and see if they're ready to do that. So that's a good way to follow up today. Okay, the other way I jotted down a few notes, and the other way that we see our business moving forward is when we get in a small group chat. So for example, I'm going to use Evelyn as an example. I don't know if she's on here right now. She was earlier. Evelyn is one of my newer ambassadors, and she is superb at plugging me into a little small group chat, a 3-way group chat with herself and a friend that she's been talking to about Plexus and me. And she'll add me in somewhere in the beginning or the middle of the conversation because she wants me to be able to validate what she's saying and help answer any questions. And that is one way for you to, in a more informal, connecting way, a very genuine way, to share Plexus and bring in your sponsor. Have your sponsor connect with your potential or potentials in little small group chats like that, and say, hey, my friend Janelle introduced me to Plexus, and she's been using it for way over 2 years, and she definitely knows her stuff. I'd love for her to come in here and help answer some of the questions you might have because I'm still fairly new. Something like that, super simple. Plug your upline in and let us help you. We want to help you. So we've already talked a lot about the different ways to move forward in your business to help people get started with Plexus. We've had everything that Janelle and Sue said are spot on. And if you notice, they talked according to their personalities. They're not a copy image of somebody else. They are themselves, and they both are successful, and they've both been genuine to themselves. So I just wanted to share with you all of these things tonight. I'm so glad Janelle and Sue were able to get in on here tonight. I'm going to open this up. We have like 4 minutes left. If anybody has any questions, please speak up, and then we will call it a night. Oh, one thing quick. I wanted to mention that, and I said that I talked about this in my live video last night in our team page, that when we achieve 50 new ambassadors added to our team this month, Diamond Ambassador Sonia Dudley is going to be our guest speaker in January in one of our Monday night meetings, and that is huge. Sonia Dudley is amazing. So what I'm going to be doing is, after this, I'm going to be going to our team page, and I'm going to be copy and pasting her Diamond documentary in the Zoom post that I posted earlier today for you guys to check out, because she is a sweetheart and she is very good at connecting. she is someone to definitely be following. So does anybody have any questions so far? Or anything they want to add? If not, we will call it a night. Thank you all for coming on. Yes, Janelle, go ahead.
One thing I do want to add, when you're private messaging with somebody, ask them question and ask them what specific health issues they're looking to address.
Yes.
And show them how the Plexus Triplex, especially the Triplex, but other products as well, can help them with their specific need. I always think that's one helpful tip when private.
Yep, exactly. Yep, we always want people to start with the Triplex because that's going to address their root issues, and that's where they're going to have the best success is with the Triplex. And always be asking them questions and seeing what their needs are, because when you know their needs, we can better help them. So yeah, thank you, Janelle. Anything else? Okay, well, thank you all for coming on this evening. It was wonderful to see you guys, and thank you, Sue and Janelle, for coming on here and sharing your wisdom, your tips, your advice. I loved it. Thank you guys. Have a great Monday night. We'll see you later. Bye.